Welcome back to TransGuyReacts. My name is Nick and I make videos about women's basketball, collegiate or professional. And today I'm going to talk about the WNBA games for Tuesday, July 2nd. And there were a lot of updates. So before I get into those four games that were on today, I do want to talk about some WNBA news. So there were some transactional things that happened today. So Jakia Brown Turner was waived from the Washington Mystics. Kiana Williams was waived from the Seattle Storm, and Liz Dixon was waived from the Phoenix Mercury. No updates on who these teams are going to be signing in place of these players, but not surprised because a lot of these players didn't get any minutes. Although Kiana Williams did get some minutes, and she's a pretty good player, so I'm kind of shocked that they waived her, but I guess they think they can get someone better. So that is going on with the transactions. Now, the other news is that the WNBA All Star Game is now set, and it will include two rookies, which is not the first time this happened. Last year, Aaliyah Boston was the only rookie to make the All Star team, so really great that we have two. Of course, we knew it was going to be Caitlin Clark because of her clan, and Angel Reese made it as well. But everyone else on this team in WNBA list had been in the All Star game before, so this is not anyone's first rodeo except for the rookies. Um, let's see here. Boston, yeah. The USA women's national team was an automatic entry into the game, so they're going to be the team that the WNBA All Star team will play against. And this list includes Dewana Bonner, the goat. She is one of the least respected uh, post players in the league. Aaliyah Boston making her second debut twice a year in a row. Caitlin Clark, Alicia Gray, Dearica Hamby, Brianna Jones, Jonquel Jones, Kayla McBride, Kelsey Mitchell, Arike Agumbawale, Nneka Wumake, and Angel Reese. So pretty cool. I am a little disappointed that didn't see Benijah Laney Hamilton on this list or Dejanay Carrington. I think both of those players should have been on this list, but it's a pretty good list regardless. So now let's get into today's games, and there were a lot. There were four games on today, and a couple of them were on at the same time, as the WNBA does. It's so frustrating, but it is what it is, and I tried my best to watch them as I could. Now, the Minnesota Lynx were playing against the New York Liberty. Liberty were at home. It was a pretty tight game, actually. They were going back and forth quite a bit in this game, but New York Liberty were able to pull it out 67-76. Let's look at the box scores for this team. So Minnesota Lynx had Nafisa Collier had 15 points, 10 rebounds. So she had a wonderful night. Nafisa has been very consistent. Alana Smith had 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal. Kayla McBride had 17 points. Courtney Williams had 9 points, 7 rebounds. Pretty good night for her. Cecilia Saldini had 12 points. So those were the high scores for the Lynx. But on the New York Liberty side, Benijah Laney Hamilton had 9 points. Kind of a quiet night for her. I think she hurt her knee at one point, so she did come out of the game for a little bit. Brianna Stewart had 17 points, 17 rebounds for a double-double. That's crazy. 17 rebounds? That's crazy. 21 points. Oh, sorry. Jonquel Jones had 21 points, 12 rebounds. Well, also, I didn't mention for Brianna Stewart, she had 2 steals and 2 blocks. Pretty good. Pretty good night. Jonquel Jones had 1 block and 1 steal. Sabrina Ionescu had 17 points. She's been incredibly consistent this season. Love to see it. And those were the high scorers. There were a couple of people who scored, but those were the higher scores. The Chicago Sky versus the Atlanta Dream game was really great. This game was on CBS Sports, so that was really cool to see it on there. And Atlanta Dream, I don't know what to say about the Atlanta Dream. I don't know. They were competitive in this game, but then in the fourth quarter they just kind of gave up. I don't know what was going on in the fourth quarter. So Chicago Sky won this game 85-77 on Atlanta Dream's home court, which is very demoralizing. It's really unfortunate. Atlanta Dream, Alicia Gray had a great night. She had 19 points, 1 steal. Nia Coffey, oh sorry, not Nia Coffey, Tina Charles, who is also a GOAT, 19 points, 14 rebounds, 1 steal and 1 block. She was just doing the things that she does. Man, if they didn't have Tina Charles, they would be in such deep water. Oh my goodness. Jordan Canada had 11 points, 7 assists, And Cheyenne Parker Tyus had 11 points, 6 rebounds. She's been really consistent. Really loving Cheyenne's game. She's very very reliable. For the Chicago Sky, you had Dana Evans with 14 points. Really good night for her. Kennedy Carter had 26 points, 26 and 2 steals. Camila Cardoso almost had a double double. She had 8 points and 10 rebounds. So just a little bit off for her, but maybe next time. And then Angel Reese had 12 points and 19 rebounds. 19 for a double double. Pretty crazy. 2 blocks. Really good night for her. This is her 10th straight double double. No one in WNBA history has done that. This is not a rookie record. This is in the entire league. No one's done a double double 10 in a row. So she is doing amazing. Pretty great. Now, the game that everyone will probably were talking about today was the Indiana Fever versus Las Vegas Aces. Um, the demand for this game because of the Caitlin Clark clan, they had to go to a bigger arena. And I would say at the beginning of this game, I was kind of surprised that Indiana Fever were hanging with the Aces. They're just not that good. I'm sorry, they're just not a good team, but they are getting better all the time. So I was a little shocked, but then Aces did what Aces do, and they locked them up. Especially second quarter, they locked them down, and then the fourth quarter, they really locked them down. Indiana Fever only scored 10 points in the fourth quarter. Pretty terrible. So the Las Vegas Aces won this game, 88-69. Very decisive win. Let's see the score for this game. Caitlin Clark had 13 points and 11 assists, so she had a double double. She did have 6 turnovers, as she does. Kelsey Mitchell had 23 points. A very good night for her. Aaliyah Boston had 18 points, 11 rebounds for a double double. Very consistent. Love seeing her game. And then Melissa Smith didn't score very well. She only had 5 points, but she had 14 rebounds. So she did well on the glass. But that was kind of it for them. And this score right here, there's just so much hype around Caitlin, and I'm like, she's a good player. I keep saying it. Like, don't get me wrong, she's not a bad player. She's a slightly above average. She's basically doing the same things that all the other rookies are doing, but she's getting way more attention for it and like being put on this pedestal because she scores a lot of points. But I'm like, her game is not that amazing. She's very predictable and easy to guard, and it's easy to lock her down because 13 points. Everyone's like, oh, she's gonna come in the league and score 30, 40 points a night. That's not the case. That's clearly not the case. And reality did come for her. Diana Taurasi was correct. Anywho, the Las Vegas Aces had a wonderful night because it's a team of vets. Jackie Young had 15 points, 10 rebounds for a double double. Asia Wilson had 28 points, 9 rebounds. I'm so surprised she didn't get that 10th rebound for a double double, but that's okay. Girl had 5 blocks. 5 blocks and 2 steals. What a night. Kia Stokes didn't score a lot of points because that's not what she does. She did score 2 points, but she had 12 rebounds. Crazy. And then the star of the night, Kelsey Plum, had a season high 34 points and 6 rebounds. Really great night for her. She was doing everything she needed to do. Very impressive. Love Kelsey. She's killing it. And then the last game of the evening was Washington Mystics versus Los Angeles Sparks. That was a very, very interesting game. No, this was on League Pass. No one was probably watching it. There was hardly anyone in the crypto arena for this game. Unfortunately, even though the fans were hyped for Sparks, there wasn't really that many people in the arena, which is so depressing because, I mean, they lost Cam Brink. They're a losing team. It's just hard. But they played really well, and they were going at it with the Washington Mystics, and they were pretty much beating them for the most part. But then the fourth quarter happened, and the Washington Mystics like turned it on, and they scored 30 points in one quarter. In the fourth quarter, they scored 30 points. Jesus. Sparks only scored 16 points, so it was pretty contentious, and the Mystics won 82-80. And I was watching this game, and it was so hard to watch. The Sparks messed up the last 2 plays and put Mystics at the line, and that's why they won. That's basically it. But let's look at these scores. Rakia Jackson had 12 points. Really good night for her. Stephanie Talbot had 17 points, 8 rebounds. Dearica Hamby had 16 points, 11 rebounds for a double-double, and 7 assists. Girl was flirting with a triple-double. Ari McDonald had 17 points. She really turned it on, but just was not enough for the Washington Mystics. Maisha Hines Allen had 16.7 rebounds. Stephanie Dolson had 10 points, 8 rebounds. Ariel Atkins had 12 points. Julie Vanloo had 15 points. Shatori Walker Kimbrough had 17 points. So it was just like a very more even distribution of contribution. So unfortunately, the Sparks keep on losing. But they're going to continue to lose maybe this season, and that's probably okay. I'd love to see Paige Beckers go to Los Angeles. That would be fantastic. I really don't want her to go to Washington Mystics. We'll see. We'll see what happens this season. But yeah, that is the recap for today. If you really like these kind of game recaps, please like, share, and subscribe. That's how this channel could possibly grow. I do not have my comment section on because I don't care what random people on the internet think about me. But I do appreciate the people who show up here every day to watch my little game recaps. So I think you're awesome, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. So thanks for watching, and see y'all. Peace.